name is Marcy Paikan Buzita. We are from Group 5, which consists of me, Sela, Jessica, Nadine, Kathleen, Audrey, and Sabila, who recorded separately as she is feeling unwell. We will be presenting about how sit-ups can improve stability, mobility, and balance for our integrated learning project. Enjoy our presentation. PE, known as physical education, is a subject taught in schools related to maintaining and developing the physical aspects of the human body. The primary objective of PE is to promote physical fitness and overall health through activities such as exercises, sports, and other physical activities. There are several reasons behind why PE is included in the school curriculum. First of all, in regular classes, students may need to sit down for up to 5 to 6 hours. Doing this every day can be very detrimental to their health, which is why PE plays a role in letting the student have time to exercise their body at least once a week. Other than physical activities and sports, PE also teaches students how to have a healthy lifestyle, such as proper nutrition intakes and how to avoid harmful habits. The exercises suited for this integrated learning consist of the 400-meter run, jump rope, sit-up, and back-up. The 400-meter run was done thrice within the first semester of the school year. We were given one hall located beside the school field, and we were told to do 5 laps of it with a maximum of 2.3 minutes in order to pass the test. As for the sit-up, back-up, and jump rope, we did it twice in a span of 2 weeks. 1 week for practice and a second week for the actual test. For the jump rope, we had to gain a maximum of 60 times and a minimum of 40 in the given time of 60 seconds. For both sit-up and back-up, we did it while lying on a mattress with our classmate holding our legs. We had to do sit-ups with a minimum of 22 times and a maximum of 32 times within 50 seconds. Back-up had the same amount of time span, but with a minimum of 34 times and a maximum of 45 times. Despite the benefits, there are some drawbacks that we experience while doing the exercises. Time constraints can frequently hinder exercise execution, particularly when attempting to do this exercise within the required time. The time limit given may not be enough for some students. Furthermore, students have varying fitness levels that may pose difficulties, as some may find certain exercises more difficult than the others. To accommodate diverse ability, this diversity frequently necessitates individualized attention and modified exercises.
Mathematics, usually shortened as math, is the study of numbers, shape, and space using logic and a set of symbols and rules to organize them. It covers a wide range of topics, from statistics to arithmetic, geometry to algebra, and beyond. Math is a fundamental language that helps us make sense of our surroundings, from understanding quantity to solving complex problems using logic. Mathematics in school serves several purposes, like promoting mental discipline by encouraging logical reasoning and mental rigor. Mathematics teaches the mind to think and solve problems critically, with analytical approaches. Furthermore, mathematical knowledge serves as a gateway for our brain to understand other subjects, because it works as a foundation for science, economics, social studies, and even music and art. Understanding mathematical concepts improves students' ability to interpret and apply information from different disciplines, as well as complete a well-rounded education. Data presentation is the process of visually representing relationships between various data sets using graphical formats. Graphs, charts, tables, and diagrams are used to simplify complex information to become more accessible and understandable. Which is why the first step in doing the math portion of the integrated learning is to make a group frequency distribution table, histogram, and frequency polygon for the whole class result of the PE exercise that we did. More specifically, our group got the topic of the score result for the 400-meter run. While making the group frequency distribution table, we had some difficulties because we were instructed to make it using the Sturgis rule. But when using this rule with the data that we had caused a problem due to the intervals not meeting the quota. So instead, we decided to use the manual method instead. We also had to make the ungrouped frequency distribution table and a diagram with the data of our group members only. After we made the group frequency distribution table and the ungroup frequency distribution table, we had to calculate the mean, median, and mode. We also had to calculate the quartile deviation for the group frequency distribution table. While for the ungroup frequency distribution table, we also had to calculate the variance and standard deviation. Statistical methods such as mean, median, mode, and standard deviation also aid in understanding dataset cases. They provide insights into data trends, patterns, and correlations. This data assists in making informed decisions, identifying outliers or anomalies, and drawing meaningful conclusions from the collected data.
Art is the expression of ideas and emotion through a physical medium. It incorporates a variety forms including visual art such as painting, sculpture, drawing, photography, and architecture. Performing art such as dance, theater, and music, and literary art such as poetry and prose. Art is included as a subject in school for several reasons, mainly to increase creativity and critical thinking. The process of making art itself encourages the use of the creativity and imagination, which without it, art cannot be made. This will lead to students being able to learn to use their imagination and creativity to think outside the box. Furthermore, art education complements students with confidence and sense of self, allowing them to freely express themselves through various mediums and empowering them to embrace their distinct perspective and voices. Artistic exploration in the curriculum promotes holistic development by increasing emotional intelligence and problem-solving abilities. In addition, learning art also have many benefits for students such as increasing motor skills and enhancing cognitive development. For the art portion of our integrated learning, each of us had to choose a sentence from our portion of the English text that we already made and create an illustration out of it. As for the process of making the illustration first, we had to brainstorm ideas on how to conceptualize the sentence into a visual form and still be able to convey the message of the sentence correctly. After deciding on what to draw, we made a rough sketch to plan the composition and ensure the balance and visually appealing arrangement of elements. Once satisfied with the sketch, we added more intricate details and adjusted the composition as needed, thus refining the sketch. Next, we colored the sketch, each using our own preferred coloring tools. Lastly, we made final adjustment into the illustration as needed. We experienced some hardship at first trying to conceptualize the sentence into an illustration. We couldn't come up with the right ideas on how to properly convey the message of the sentence into an illustration. Most of our group members also not expert at drawing, so we couldn't really draw anything too complex for the illustration, which makes it harder because we have to convey the message of the sentence correctly while using simpler illustration. We had to make do with simpler shape and composition that would still get the message across.
The topic of our explanation text is how can sit-ups improve stability, mobility, and balance. Sit-ups are abdominal exercises that use the body weight to strengthen, tighten, and tone the core stabilizing abdominal muscles. Sit-ups mainly work the muscles that make up the abdominal wall. More specifically, the rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, and internal and external obliques. In addition, it also strengthens the hip flexors, chest, and also the neck. Sit-ups can help with good posture by working your lower back and gluteal muscles. Sit-ups are similar to crunches, but it has a larger range of motion, which makes it target more muscles than crunches. While sit-ups are an excellent abdominal exercise that can be carried out virtually anywhere, to build a strong, functional core, it is recommended for sit-ups to be performed as one of several core exercises to ensure all core muscles, such as arcus spinae, back, and glutes are trained in both movement and anti-movement exercises. Sit-ups can be bad for the back if it's not done properly, which is why it's very important to know how to do sit-ups properly. Use smooth, slow, controlled movements coupled with some proper forms and technique. Practice on a soft mat or place a towel under your tailbone for support. You can keep your spine slightly curved as you do these exercises. The starting position is to lie on your back with bent knees and your feet flat on the ground. Do not keep your feet too close to your glutes or buttocks. Move them out until your knees are at about a 45-degree angle, adjusting the position depending on what's most comfortable for you. Typically, the arms are positioned across the chest or behind the head. Then, lift your upper body off the ground as you raise all the way up to a sitting position. Focus on keeping your feet on the ground throughout the exercise. Once you are at the top, slowly lower yourself back down. Do 2 sets of 15 reps. There are also different variations of sit-ups such as stability ball sit-ups, V-sits, and elbow-to-knee sit-ups. As the name suggests, stability ball sit-up is a variation of sit-up that is done using a stability ball. The purpose of using a stability ball is to help prevent back pain by supporting the natural curve of your spine and also reducing pressure on the vertebrae. V-sits are a variation of sit-up that is done with the feet extended and raised to the ceiling, so when the upper body is lifted, the position makes a V shape, hence the name V-sits. V-sits can help with developing balance, strength, and coordination. In the meantime, elbow-to-knee sit-up is a variation of sit-up where you lift your feet in a bent position and your upper body at the same time. This resulted in the knee and elbow touching each other, which is why this variation is called elbow-to-knee sit-up. Elbow-to-knee sit-up works the external and internal obliques and allows for a gentle spinal twist.
Now, stability is specified as the body's ability to effectively maintain and also control various postures as well as resist changes in equilibrium. Now, as explained, like previously, sit-ups mainly target the muscles in the abdominal region such as the rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, and internal and external obliques, which is very crucial for stabilizing the spine and also maintaining a good posture. And the act of performing sit-up itself is promoting core activation. Now, the core itself works as the body's central support system, including the abdomen, lower back, and pelvis. Performing sit-ups can cause these muscles to activate and also undergo resistance, resulting in increased endurance and also strength. Now, having a strong core can help maintain proper posture, which is very essential for overall stability, as it ensures that the body is aligned and balanced. In addition, while performing sit-ups, the rectus spinae muscles, which are located in the lower back area, are engaged in supporting the whole spine. This can help improve the stability of your entire back. Now, sit-ups can also help strengthen the hip flexor muscles, which are responsible for flexing the hip joint. Now, this will end up contributing to a better stability and activities that require more hip movement and also control. One of the variations of sit-ups, as explained before, is stability ball sit-up. This is a variation of sit-up that uses a stability ball. Now, as the name implies, this variation of sit-ups can also help improve your stability more than the usual sit-up, because it focuses more on the abs and also the obliques. In addition to performing sit-ups on top of a stability ball, also require more balance to engage and activate the abdominal muscles. Now, this can further help improve your stability. Now, stability is an important and needed aspect in various daily activities, such as lifting objects and also reaching for something. Now, stability is also important for a lot of sports, such as badminton, basketball, and also rock climbing. This is because a stable core is important for efficient and also controlled movement. Now, sit-ups can also play a role in enhancing overall mobility. Mobility is specified as the ability for someone to move purposely as they go throughout their day. Now, as mentioned before, sit-ups can help improve your strength and flexibility in hip flexor muscles because they undergo dynamic contraction while doing the upward movement of a sit-up. Now, this then translates into a better range of motion during activities such as walking, running, and also standing up. Moreover, the comprehensive engagement of the core muscles contributes to a strong and also a stable core. Now, this is essential for maintaining proper posture and supporting the spine. Encouraging a foundation for improved mobility and various daily activities. And also, in addition to the core strength, sit-ups can also target the muscles along the spine, contributing to a spinal flexibility. The deflection and also the extension movement performed in a sit-up contribute to the overall flexibility of the spine, promoting better mobility for activities such as twisting, bending, and also turning.
Now, other than core energy, sit-ups can also engage the upper body muscles such as the chest, shoulders, and neck. This will lead to better overall upper body mobility and flexibility. Furthermore, sit-ups also require coordination between various muscle groups to execute the movement correctly. Over time, this can lead to enhanced overall motor skills and coordination, contributing to better mobility in daily activities. As individuals consistently incorporate sit-ups into their fitness routines, they not only build strength in their abdominal and hip muscles, but also enhance their body's ability to move fluidly, efficiently, and reduce the risk of injuries while performing heavier activities. Strengthening the core muscles can also cause sit-ups to help improve overall balance. The abdominal muscles, which are part of the core, plays a vital role in stabilizing the body. The strengthened core will later also be the basics for overall balance. It can help with maintaining a proper body posture, alignment, and supporting the spine during activities. A stable core will also lead to overall joint stability, which is crucial for balance as it affects the ability to maintain proper body positioning and control when performing various movements, such as navigating uneven surfaces and executing activities that require shifts in weight distribution or balance. Furthermore, sit-ups contribute to development of neuromuscular coordination, which is also vital for balance. While performing sit-ups, one will engage in coordinated movement that involve both the upper and lower body. This will improve the coordination that will carry off to daily activities. The improved coordination will contribute to a flawless interaction between different muscle groups. By strengthening the core and refining neuromuscular coordinations, sit-ups can also enhance one's ability to respond to changes in their center of gravity, ultimately contributing to better balance in different physical activities. Now, in conclusion, sit-ups can improve stability, mobility, and balance, thanks to the fact that it helps strengthen the core and abdominal muscles. The strengthened core plays an important role because it leads to other factors such as posture and joint stability. Sit-ups can also help strengthen various muscles such as the hip flexors and neck that will then lead to enhanced stability, mobility, and balance. Even though sit-ups are very useful, it is still important to balance it out with other exercises that target other muscle groups and movement patterns to reduce the risk of muscle imbalances. Doing sit-ups in the proper position is also important in order to prevent injuries.
And that is all for our presentation. Thank you, Miss MC, Pak Iko, and Buzita for listening. Bye-bye.